Good morning, everyone. It's Sherry from Sheepy Stitchy World. Hello, hello, hello. Today is Wednesday, January 31st, 2024, Floss Tube number 61. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my journey of cross stitching. I'm upstairs. Most of my stuff is upstairs, and it's cold in the basement, and I've worked in the basement for the last couple weeks. So I decided I'm just going to stay comfortable, stay warm. I'm too warm. I'm actually sweating. I usually don't wear my hair down. It's usually just up in a ponytail. It's been a busy morning. I got up early with my husband. He gets up at 5:30, and they just picked up my car from the car dealership. I'm having an oil change, rotating of tires and stuff, so we're doing the regular service job, and I love that they have a valet service. I don't have to sit there for an hour or two and freeze in their waiting room. Not good for this old lady with the hip and the legs. So that's done. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and film the floss tube. Hopefully they won't call while I'm doing this to confirm anything. I told the guy, just do the usual oil change that we always do when we drop it off. So I hope the boys will stay sleeping. I've got Java sleeping in his bed. I've got Mocha sleeping on the other couch. I have my Valentine's Day tree here. I don't have a lot of Valentine's Day stitching. February will be stitching for Valentine's Day. Yay! Can you believe it's the last day of January? Where did this month go to? It just flew by. We've had some nasty cold weather. We've kept we were afraid our pipes would freeze. They kept warning everybody because it was so cold, it was below zero, so we just kept the water running. We had a drip for a few days. We have the cabinets open in the kitchen. We're okay. But man, it was cold. I don't think I left this house for like 2 weeks. My husband would go start my car, drive it out. He would take it out on Saturday to go get his Dunkin' Donuts coffee, so I didn't have to worry about that. But it was miserable. I hated it. So I just stayed in the house. I stitched a lot, and I got a lot of organizing done in the basement. Yes, I froze, but I only made it for like an hour or two at a time because it really kills my legs and hip. But I did finally finish organizing my charts and my patterns. I will show either a picture or a short video and show what I've done. But everything's done there. I got everything put away. Thought I was done. Found another pile of charts and patterns that I needed to file away. So everything's done. 2024, I'm not going to be buying any charts or patterns, but I am allowing me 2 cheats. One for Nashville Market. So far I haven't seen anything that I really want to buy, so that's good. I am allowing myself to buy finishing supplies. I have finishing supplies. Yes, I've been shopping. I had to get out of the house. I have 2 finishes. January was WIPS month. I have a Facebook group page. I will post a link in the description box if you'd like to join. There are 3 questions that you need to answer. Please remember that one of the questions is, who is your favorite designer? Please answer with at least 1 designer name and don't say too many, to list. 1 designer name is fine. This is so that we don't have any problems. So far the group has been perfect, so thank you. So answer the 3 questions in order to be approved. We have WIP month and we have new start months. So every other month is WIPs, every other month is new starts. It's helping me a lot. I'm getting a lot done. So I was able to finish 2 of the WIPs, and I only had 2 WIPs picked out for January. So I was able to go into new starts. So I grabbed a project bag and I says, okay, I'm going to start these. So I did. So let's start with, let's see, what do I have here? Let's start with the finishes since that's January stitching. My WIP months are going to be stitching from all of the Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazines. I did the 2014, I had 2 WIPs picked out, and I finished both of them. The first one is Midnight Ride. I started this last year, or maybe 2 years ago, and I finished it. Let's see, I don't have a board. I didn't bring the board up from upstairs, so hopefully you can't see through this. Fabric was hand dyed by me. Any of the fabrics that you see that are dyed, I do hand dye my own fabrics. I'm an Ada stitcher. Here, let's just do this. I think I know how I'm going to finish this, but I'm not sure. I will figure that out soon. But there's my Midnight Ride. I love how this turned out. All I had left to do this time around was to finish the houses. I thought I was finished, and then I looked at the picture that I posted on Instagram. I forgot to put in the yellow for the windows. So I hurried up and did that the next morning. So that's my first finish of the year. I have to put that in my finish pile so I know what to do. And then the next one is Halloween collage. Now, I did do a lot of changing of colors. I am not stitching the border because I thought that was a little bit too much. I think I have, let's see, do I have, that's Happy Halloween. I do have a change of the colors. Okay, yes. Okay, sorry. I have my index card. First, I'll show the finish. Here's my Halloween collage. Again, fabric dyed by me. Here, let's see if we can do this. I got a board. There we go. I did change colors. The Halloween and the 31 were stitched with DMC variegated 4124, and that's the orange variegated. Love how that turned out. Then the purple wording is with Sulky Blendables, number 4033, and that color is called Purple Wine. I love how that turned out. And then I went ahead and back stitched with number 550, which is a darker purple. Everything else were the call for colors. I used B5200 for the white. But yes, I'm not a word stitcher. I don't like stitching stuff with a lot of words, but I really like the colors in this. Again, I am not adding the border because of the way that I will be finishing it. So that's theirs, that's mine. Theirs is more green, mine is more tealy aqua with purple in it. I couldn't put this one down. I just kept stitching and stitching and stitching. So that's 2 Halloween finishes. So that magazine, basically everything that I had picked out that I wanted to stitch, I finished everything. So that was a good goal to make. So there was that. Here, let's just put this over here. Okay, so because I finished my 2 WIPs, and during WIP month on weekends, so I don't get bored with WIPs, I go ahead and I do a new start. Sorry, I got hair in my eyes. So these are the new starts that I did this month. Waxing Moon Designs. First one I started was Easter House Trio. Sorry for the glare. And I will be stitching all 3 houses on one piece of fabric. Make it look like a street. Here. Oh, I didn't even have to. And that is all I got done so far. Again, I'm changing the colors. For the Easter house, here, let me get my card. I am using, and it's not written down. Boo-hoo. I think the Easter house, I am using a Sulky Blendables or one of my colors. I'm sorry, I don't have the information here. So that's all I got done on the Easter house. Sorry. The next one, let me see, wait, let's show Valentine House Trio I started. Again, I'm going to be putting all 3 houses on one piece. And on here, I'm going to lose my folder. Okay, here is all that I got done on that one. I got a lot done on that one. I worked on this for a whole weekend. I've actually gotten into watching football. My husband loves to watch football. So I've been stitching while watching football. And the one that I am working on now is the Patriotic House Trio. And I am using Sulky Blendables 4044 is one of the color changes on it. I am working on the Freedom House. I am using B5200. The blue is a Sulky Blendables. I'm sorry, but I didn't write that down on my card. I have to get better. I got a lot done on that. So today's the last day I will be working on this. It was a new start, so I'm working on the border. I am using B5200 as I said, and then the house was using a, I'm pretty sure it's a Sulky Blendables. I don't have my floss here. It's over by the other couch. So, but that's the one I'm working on now. I can leave that out because I'll be putting that back on my scroll frame. So those are the 3 new starts for the 3 weekends, and then I'm just going to finish working on this until tomorrow. Tomorrow is new start month. So I think I will show the new starts since I'm talking about it. I have it in my project bag that I've made with the purple inside. And then I think what I'm going to be doing on my new starts month is that on weekends I may go back and work on WIPS. That way I don't get too many new starts. Sorry, I am hot. I actually turned the heat down. Whew. For new starts, I picked out a whole bunch of projects. This is all the floss that I needed. I usually put all my floss together. I do 1 ring of floss for all the projects that I'll be doing for the month. And for the month of February, I will be working on Valentine's Day. One new start I might start is Tweet Hearts. This is by Heart and Hand. And I found this piece of fabric in my stash. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm going to be using. I could change my mind by the time I get to it. I don't know what kind of fabric it is. I have all kinds of fabric in my stash. I go shopping to thrift stores and stuff, and I've gotten very, very lucky at a couple of them in the last couple of years where I've found a ton. I'm talking linen, Aida, everything. The next one, here, let's see, is Erin Elizabeth's Love is in the Air. I think this one's so cute. A hippopotamus. Isn't he cute? And instead of, they stitched theirs sort of like on a tan, I found a pink. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to use. So that's the fabric I'll be using. The next one is Waxy Moon Designs. Here, let's take that out of here. Too much of a glare. Here, Valentine Littles by Waxy Moon Designs. I think I'll be making these into ornaments. And I've got a whole bunch of pink fabrics picked out. All the same colors, so I'll be stitching on that. And I will be hopefully adding to my tree. Valentine's Day, I just don't have a lot. And then the last one is Girl Point Decroy, and it's Love Cats. I'm a dog person, but when it's something this cute, I will be stitching that like shown here, or I could do individual ornaments too. I think I only picked out 1 piece of fabric, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Again, it's a pink fabric that I dyed. I mean, it's color. I know the lighting isn't the best in the living room. I apologize. I have 2 lamps on. So that will be what I'm working on for the month of February. Valentine's Day. Yay! So these are all my new starts. And then again, as I said, for weekends, I will switch over and work on my WIPS. Probably what I just started, because I'd like to get the houses done. And then that way, when the weather gets nicer, I will be able to do finishing work, painting, and then I can spray outside. Okay, so that's it for the stitching part. I am so hot. Okay, supplies. You know I love my unfinished wood pieces. And I was looking on, I was going to say Facebook, I was looking at Amazon. But I was looking not for what I bought. My magnifying light up lamp, I noticed that the adapter, it was fraying on the one end. My husband taped it up with electrical tape, but I didn't feel comfortable Still using it, even though he said I could, but it was starting to fray a little bit and the wires were showing. So I found one on Amazon and it looked like it would fit. So I put that on my wish list. Sorry. Ugh. And then I started looking on Amazon and I found these cute little cuties, unfinished wood. I love Disney. I love stitching Disney, and I have a whole bunch of finishes. So I decided to buy one of each of these. And I think it's 6, 8, and then the 12-inch. So I can make ornaments and wall hangings. I really like this size, and I really like that size. So I bought 3 sizes. And then after I put in my order, what pops up? Minnie Mouse faces. So I will be getting a set of Minnie Mouse faces because I do have a lot that I've stitched. But aren't these cute? I could paint them, and then I can add my cross stitch in the middle. So I got my free shipping because with the adapter, and then with the 3 of these, I ended up with the shipping, and I got free shipping. And those just came yesterday. I'm waiting on another Amazon order. I bought some knobs for my cross stitch stand, my floor stand. It started in Utah, went to San Diego, came to Chicago, went back to San Diego. Now it's back on its way back to Chicago. Maybe it'll make it to Indiana one day. My husband said his package is doing the same thing. It's traveling everywhere. I don't know what's going on with USPS. But to send it to Chicago and then not to our house and then send it back to San Diego. Okay, then my husband and I met my sister-in-law and her ex-husband for dinner. So we stopped off at Hobby Lobby. No, this was when we went to Sam's Club Saturday, and I asked them, could we go to Hobby Lobby? I wanted to see what they had for Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. I found this heart. Look at how cute that is. It looks like lace. It was only $2.99, 40% off. So I could paint it, and then I can add something for Valentine's Day. One of the littles or something. So I bought that. Then I bought Happy Easter. These were $1.99. You get 4 of these. I can add it to like the outside of a frame, paint it. And I love my miniatures. Here is St. Patrick's Day miniatures. Again, $2.99 minus 40% off, so not that bad. Aren't these cute? I love these little miniatures. They had Easter miniatures, carrots, bunnies, eggs, chicks. And then they also had Valentine's Day hearts. These are so easy to paint. I can attach them to the frames when I put my, when I finish it with the frames and everything. And they attach very easily with the hot glue gun. So that's what I bought at Hobby Lobby. Not bad. I didn't buy too much. I was a little disappointed. I thought they would have more than what they did. But that's okay. I don't really need it, but I love the miniatures. Then yesterday I had to drop off bills at the post office, and I went to Dollar Tree. Let's rip up the receipt. And I found a truck with Easter bunnies, and you can hang your cross stitch sort of like a bell pull, but it won't have the bottom. So I could paint that up. They had an Easter bunny. And then just a bunny. These would be easy to, you know, paint. I could paint the top half like white with pink ears and a face, and then put something cross-stitched on here. I could kind of do this like in a brown. Then they had these. They only had 2 of them. So I bought some shamrocks. And then they had the pots. And then paint the top part gold. They already had some pre-painted, but I like to paint my own. So I could do black and then put something in the middle for cross-stitch. So I like that. That was from Dollar Tree. And then I thought I was going to hit a couple more dollar stores, but they're all Dollar Trees around us. And I missed the Valentine's Day stuff, and a lot of it was sold out already. And I was lucky that I found what I did. Then I went to Joann Fabrics after dinner. And I'm glad I did because, oh, there's my receipt. I didn't buy much. I bought 2 items only. I had a 40% off and a 50% off coupon. I love these frames. I love painting them. But they were on clearance, so I couldn't use my coupons, but they were cheaper than what they would have been with the coupons. So I bought 2 more of these. These are the last 2 they had. I really like these because these work with like the houses when you do the 3 houses. And then I can paint this or stain it. So I guess they're getting rid of these, which I'm disappointed in because I like these and I like the bigger ones. And I wish I would have gotten the bigger ones, thinking, what if they're discontinuing those too? That's all I bought for my finishing. And no charts, no patterns. That's it. I think what I'll do is I'll do a short little video of my Valentine's cross stitch. I don't have a lot. But if I do a picture, sometimes it cuts off the picture because it scrolls down. So I'll try to do short videos. And then I'll go downstairs and I'll show you my bookshelf that my husband built me. And I'll show you how I organized all of my charts and everything. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of short, but that's okay. I at least beat a phone call from the car dealership. Until next month, I'll see you at the end of February. Bye-bye. Okay, I will continue my floss tube video. Here's our tree. I don't have a lot on the tree, but I did put some of my smaller pillows. I really do need to get stitching with my Valentine's Day. I even made hearts at one time when I was practicing my sewing. Here's another pillow. And then up on the top shelf, I have my kissing bearers and my dogs. I bought those chairs are on sale at Hobby Lobby. And then here we have the stand-ups, the easels. There's that. And then Cupid. And then the dog. And then I made a 3-heart table runner. And then we go into my shelf that I like to decorate for every holiday. And here are some more. These are just styrofoam boxes that I decorated. I try to do different ways of finishing. And then a pillow, and then a February box. I used to do plastic canvas so many years ago, about 20, 30 years ago, so that's what I have. Here's my Java. This is their bed that they sometimes like to go in. They're tired. And then here's our Mocha. They're sleepy babies. Okay, I will go into the other room because that's about all I have for the living room. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the stand that I have in our bedroom. This was stitched way back in 2000 when we only had our girls, Snuggles and Downy. We no longer have them, but those are the only 2 dogs we had at the time. Then we have the bear that I made into a pillow. Then we have the heart. Sorry about the shadow. And the pillow, I did the backing fabric's the same, and I made it into the pocket envelope style, I guess you would call it. And then the love. That's sort of like a glitter fabric there. Then of course I have my Mickey and Minnie that are kissing. And then I have my X's and O's. And then that came with flowers from my husband. Here is another table runner. I found this. I don't know where I found that. I think I found that at one of our thrift stores. And then an I Love You. I sewed on the lace around the edging. And then we have the love bears. So yeah, so that is it for my cross stitch. I will now attempt to go to the basement and I will show the bookshelf. Okay, I am at the back door getting ready to go to the basement. And I have this here, dogs leave footprints on your heart. I love that. And then I sewed on the dog and the bone buttons. And I have some of my Beanie Babies. Yes, I collected Beanie Babies. I love the dog ones and the cat ones. And then here is Tiny Town Valentine's. Painted the wood on the back, added roses. So that's what I have by the back door. I am making my way to the basement. Welcome to the basement. I made it. Okay, this is, I'm trying to see if I can get a full shot of the shelf. This is the shelf that my husband built me to put all of my charts and patterns. This isn't all of it. I don't have my WIPS here. Those are in project bags. I don't have future kitted projects, and I don't have the Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazines here. Those are in plastic bins because there's a lot of floss with those. Top shelf. 2 white binders are my Disney collection of patterns and stuff that, you know, I had like Christmas cards, so I went ahead and put those into patterns. These are my old leaflets that I've gotten from garage sales and thrift stores. I just collect them. I don't know if I'll ever stitch any of that, but that's what that is. And then next to that are empty binders. And then I used to do plastic canvas, so I kept a few of those. And I also have 2 quilting books that I found at the thrift store. They were like 50 cents or $1. I liked what I saw in the books. Okay. I stitch primarily for holidays. So each color folder is for holidays. So on the first shelf, well, the second shelf, red and green is for Christmas. You know, you can't find, sometimes you can't find green, so I had to switch to red. So I said, okay, that'll work. And then what I started doing is I started putting labels on the front. And then these are all alphabetized then. And these are just plastic folders I got at Walmart. I get them at the beginning of the sale for the school supplies. And you get them for 50 cents each. So I keep everything in plastic magazine. That way, those are all organized. The 3 binders are the Just Cross Stitch Halloween special issues, ornament issues. This side has all of my precious moments. Once in a while I get in the mood for wanting to stitch one of these. It's all of them have like very light colored floss. I have to be in the mood, and a lot of quarter stitches. Okay, this is my shelf that has the different holidays. The blue is like for winter and January, which is really, I don't have anything, but I just like the color of the folder, so I bought some. Pink is Valentine's Day. Green is St. Patrick's Day. Yellow is for Easter. Blue is for patriotic. And then the black is for the miscellaneous, like different holidays in one booklet. Like this one, it's too big to fit into a plastic sleeve holder. But those are all the miscellaneous, you know, it has more than one holiday in it. Then on the other side of that, I have my Stony Creek magazines and a few others that I put in there. My favorite holiday to stitch is Halloween, as you can see. Purple, all Halloween. Now, mind you, you know, some of these only have like 2 or 3 charts in them, so it's not like I have 10 charts in each one. And then, whoops. Dummy me. Oh, it's so hard to bend down. Oh, this old lady is getting old. Again, I have them marked Prairie Schooler. I'll put that in later. So I have all that alphabetized by designer. Over here is the orange, and orange is for fall and Thanksgiving. And then this is just one booklet. This is also for Halloween though. And I've got all my fabrics picked out for that booklet. And then the bottom shelf are all the hardcover books that I've collected, soft color books. I found a whole bunch at the thrift store one year. They're like $1 a piece. And then this shelf here is the Gara and Stitchery Halloween box that I got in 2023. And then most of these are the magazines from the UK. They're those thick ones. You get like 365 Christmas designs in some. That's the only place I could put them. So yeah, so that's basically everything that I don't have plans for. So as you can see, I really don't need to be buying any more charts or patterns. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next month. Bye-bye.